All right, so we're about halfway through now for Peterborough Musicfest. Summer is flying by, and we'll quickly recap last week, Wednesday's show. Much anticipated. Matthew Good and his band, and it did not disappoint.
It absolutely did not disappoint. It was such an excellent show. I would have to say, so far, I'd say it's our record turnout. I think we had over 10,000 people in the park, which is pretty amazing. And I would say that the park was filled with Matthew Good fans. They were so into the performance. Like, people were singing along, which is something that actually Matthew Good encourages during his performance. And like the whole, like everyone was standing up, everyone was singing along. It was really just, it was a great night.
And then you move ahead to Saturday. My Son the Hurricane. Anyone who knows them knows how good of a show it was, but anyone who is unfamiliar and who sat down, the way they do their presentation, they start off slow with just a couple on stage, and you're thinking, okay, I guess this is going to be a quiet night. And then all of a sudden, the full 12-man crew comes out with the horns, and it's just a rocking night of lots of movement and lots of great music.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Yep, that's great. And it's not, they're not just playing instruments, like they are performing on stage. So they have these like synchronized dance numbers that they work on. Ones that include like movement with the trombones that you're like, how are they not hitting each other with these trombone slides? But it was just so much fun. I would say that if anyone went into the park not knowing who they are, I'm sure they are like number one on their playlist now. So exciting. I even saw a video of an 88-year-old woman up dancing. So I would say that they were definitely an inspiring band to watch.
Hard not to dance to them, just the way they come out moving, and they hit you with that song right off the bat, setting the tone, and the whole night was like that. And you mentioned the feedback from people who are now fans. I saw a lot of social media feedback, so that was great. And then this week, a fan favorite here at the park coming up on Wednesday.
Oh, yes. So we have Dwayne Gretzky coming on Wednesday night, which is great. It just sort of continues the momentum that My Son the Hurricane built for that like absolute total party atmosphere at the park. So Dwayne Gretzky is another large ensemble of musicians. I believe they're often between 12 to 14 members in the band, and they all perform with other bands. So they come together in this collective. They're currently branding themselves as Canada's greatest party band, and I happen to agree with them. So they play a mix of like, they're not original music, it's all cover tunes, so you're going to know every song that they perform. Their playlist spans about 5 decades. So you have everything from like Fleetwood Mac to some like 90s grunge, but they're all definitely like big hits, and you're going to know every song that they perform.
JJ Thompson coming in from Collingwood to play on the sound stage to kick off that night. So a good way to start things too.
Oh, absolutely. And if you're not familiar with JJ Thompson, he is the front person for JJ and the Pillars, who are very popular in Peterborough. So definitely come early to catch him. He'll just start things off, and then you'll just roll into Dwayne Gretzky and have a great time at the park.
Then we get a few days off, back at it Saturday for a really big night. 2 popular artists that are going to be getting paid tribute to, and Shania Twain, a lot of people's first crush. Growing up, I know in my age group, that was one of the girls we looked up to getting into country music in this area. We know how popular it is. And then Garth Brooks tribute act as well. So, I mean, quite the duo.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's going to be such a fun night at the park, and it's just going to be a great way to spend the Saturday of the long weekend. So we have 2 separate performers. So it's not Shania Twain and Garth Brooks together on the stage. It's Shania Twain opening and the Garth Brooks tribute sort of headlining the evening, we'll say. You've seen both these performers before on our stage, not in these personas, let's say, but they are amazing tribute artists, and they will have the crowd up and singing along for sure.
Yeah, and we said country music is huge here. It always brings out the crowd. And Saturday is going to be a special night as well. You guys are launching something new. Georgia Rose is going to be on the sound stage, by the way, as well, and who's just been fantastic. She's been very busy over the last little stretch, just honing her craft, and an amazing voice on her. And you guys have a big night planned aside from the stage here.
Yes. So we have a new program that's starting that we've received a grant from Peterborough Foundation to start up, and it's a free music instruction program targeted to children and youth. So we're going to have a separate tent set up right near the Future Sound Series side stage that will have a number of instruments that are being provided by Long and McQuaid, who have partnered in this program with us as well. And this is going to be free to anyone who arrives at the park and feels like they would like to learn how to use an instrument. This is a really key program for us because we're really not necessarily looking for the next Serena Ryder, but kind of looking for the next Serena Ryder, because music instruction is something that's been taken away from so many of the elementary and high school programs. We're, just trying to find a way to put instruments into kids' hands and give them that introduction to something that could become a lifelong passion or hobby for them, or maybe even something more.
You had me at free, and I think you had a lot of people out there when you mentioned the word free, and you just show up, no pre-registration. Long and McQuaid, are they going to be the instructors, or how does that all work out if I'm just a kid and I'm showing up and wanting to try things out?
Well, we're going to have a number of different music instructors available. So this program is happening over 4 nights this summer. The first one is on August the 1st, and it'll be for the next 3 concerts after that. So we are going to engage some of the Future Sound Series artists that have performed before to come and help kids learn how to play those instruments, as well as some music instructors provided by Long and McQuaid.
Amazing. And one other thing I wanted to touch on while I still have you here, we talk about the 50-50 all the time, some big numbers and some good amounts that we've had over the past years. But this year, there's some unclaimed tickets, I hear.
There are 3 unclaimed tickets so far this year, which is kind of surprising. So I believe the dates are July 15th, July 18th, and July 22nd. And July 22nd was the Matthew Good show, and the jackpot there was $5,050. So yes, the 50-50 jackpot was 50-50 on Matthew Good, and that ticket is still unclaimed. So if anyone was down at the park, and we know that the tickets were sold at the park, check those tickets, because you could have a good little jackpot coming your way.
And everything's online on the website. How do they check their tickets?
Musicfest5050.ca is where you find those winning numbers.
So it's 3 tickets still out there. One of them a huge haul. They're all great amounts. So you want to check your tickets if you were at any of those shows. And of course, we'll have the music Wednesday, Dwayne Gretzky, and then Saturday, a tribute, Shania Twain and Garth Brooks, plus the soundstage, JJ Thompson on Wednesday and Georgia Rose on Saturday, as Peterborough Musicfest keeps rolling on here at Crary Park.